Good morning, Facebook friends. Hi to you. Hello. Hi to our friends. Hi to you on Instagram. So we've got Facebook here, we've got Instagram here, and Tanj here. Welcome to Mindset Mastery Monday. It is Monday, the 21st of January here in Melbourne, Australia. And Mindset Mastery Monday, this is the first time you're tuning in, is essentially free peak performance coaching, typically for real estate and property professionals, but we tend to find that the lessons and distinctions that we share really serve many people across many industries and walks of life. Cameron, g'day. Here we've got Cameron Oates Coaching. G'day, Cameron Oates Coaching. Lovely to have you join us on Instagram. Karen George, good morning on Facebook. Great to see you here bright and early on this Monday morning. So I hope you're feeling great. For those who I haven't connected with, I am a peak performance specialist. Essentially, I dedicate my time and energy to helping you achieve what matters to you because I want you to live a happy and deeply fulfilling life. Kate Ashton, morning, Kate. Great to see you here. And hey, Tanja, hope you're doing awesome. Cameron, I am. Thank you so much for asking. I am doing awesome because I got up at 5:27, a little bit later than I expected, had a bit of a sleep in, but I've completed my savers. So I've done my 20 minutes of meditation, I've done my affirmation, I've done my visualization, I've done my exercise, I've done my reading and my gratitude journal. And if you see that wall behind me, for those on Insta, you can see my completion exercise wall, my accountability wall. That's what keeps me honest. G'day, Kate. Looking forward to working with you this amazing 2019. Can you believe, Kate? 2019. Yes, can't wait to work with you. G'day, Jag. So I've done my morning practice. This is something that is just a ritual for me. How you start the day really influences how you finish it. So let me ask you, do you have a morning practice? Is there something you do to really set yourself straight? So I'm ready to be of service in Mindset Mastery Monday, and then I'm ready for my day, because another practice I have is I prepare the day the night before. Let me know if you do. Just shoot me a thumbs up, a love heart, a smiley face, whatever it is. Do you prepare your day the night before, and or do you have a morning practice? Let me know. So today's session, let me ask you this. Have you ever had a dream, a goal, a desire, a wish, a hope, something that you've wanted to achieve in your life that you know if you achieve it would be extremely rewarding and deeply fulfilling? Has that ever happened to you? G'day, Adam. Manos, Vindikakis, good morning to you. So has that ever happened to you? You've got a dream, a goal, a desire, something that's important to you that you really want to achieve. And you know how you're going to feel. Well, you can expect to know how you're going to feel when you achieve it. And you even know what you need to do. Karimera, Manos. You even know what you need to do. Hey, Adam. G'day, Mandy Wilson. Oh, I love you. Love you for joining in. But you don't take the action. You don't do what you know you need to do to achieve that goal, to feel that elation and that sense of fulfillment of achievement. Has that ever happened to you? I'm going to give you a couple of seconds. I really want some thumbs up. Have you ever done it? Whether it's with your health, your wealth, your hobbies, passions and interests, your relationships, your parenting, your partnering, your business, your career. Have you ever been stopped before you start? Now, g'day, Jared. Thank you for your message on Friday. That was a lovely surprise. I've got it on my to-do list today. Not to-do list, it sounds so boring. My list, hey, girlfriend, Mandy, to call you. So if you're around and you're not too busy with all your callbacks today, I'll give you a buzz. So this session was inspired by this session is inspired by a coaching session I had with a client last week. This person is is a completely different person. When we started coaching 8 months ago, they were stuck in victim mentality, really, really disempowered, not able to fulfill on the things that matter. They've had huge breakthroughs in taking action on some really, really big personal stuff, and also getting some incredible traction in their real estate business and making more money than they've made in the past and generating more business. Great momentum. Now, we were working on their goals for 2019 using what I use, which is not mystery to many people. It's the wheel of life. So if you haven't seen this before, a wheel of life really is essentially, you know, if all the spokes in your wheel, if you're only working on your business and your money and maybe you're parenting and you're not taking care of your health, you're not taking care of your wealth, you're not taking care of your hobbies, passions, and interests, the wheel becomes very lumpy and the journey is quite bumpy. So I really love to have a holistic view of our life, and so we can achieve things that are really important to us. So long story short, we redid her wheel of life and we were working on her timeline for this year. And she said to me, I really want to run a marathon. Like, awesome. She loves running. And she goes, I know what I need to do. I need to run 2 days a week and continue to exercise. I'm like, awesome. And then listen to this. And she said, but I don't know that I would do that. And I even asked her, how would you feel if you ran a marathon? Because it was something she has always wanted to do. Have you had something that you've always wanted to do and haven't done it, whether it's achieve that weight goal, fitness goal, whatever it is? I'm working on a health and fitness one at the moment, like, you know, facing 50, and I want to have I don't know, it's going to be the best body I've ever had, because I had a pretty good body in my 20s, but I didn't even love it back then. So I really want to achieve a certain body fat percentage and a certain health, vitality, and flexibility. Anyway, this has been a goal she's wanted to achieve for a while, and something that's really important to her. But here's what came out of her mouth next. But I don't know if I will do what it takes to achieve it. And there it is. There is the handbrake. That is the thing that will stop us before we start. It is our identity. It's the way we identify with ourselves. So as I share this, I really invite you to consider, I want you to think about an area in your life, right? In your wheel of life, whether it is your health, your wealth, your relationships, your parenting, your partnering, your friends, hobbies, passions, interests, contributions, spirituality, career, business, work. An area you've got a goal or a desire, an area you know you'd be really fulfilled if you took action, you even know what to do and you still don't do it. I want you to think about that. Then I want you to think about, how are you identifying with yourself? And there's 2 ways you can identify with yourself. You're either empowered, like you feel really empowered and you're taking action and nothing's going to stop you, even though you know it won't be easy, and you relate to yourself as someone that's going to show up and do the work consistently, or you're disempowered. You relate to yourself as someone that, in this case with my client, she related to herself as someone that wasn't her word. She doubted her relationship, her identity was doubt. She doubted whether she would show up and do what it takes to achieve the goal, to feel the feelings on the other side. And we know if we succumb to doubt and don't take action to achieve the goal, then we're left with what? A whole stack of a lack of fulfillment and a lack of joy and accomplishment in the things that matter. We're also left with an identity that has us disempowered, and that's how we relate to ourselves in our life. And guess what? We are not one-dimensional. How we do one thing is how we do everything. So if you are relating to yourself, or you identify as doubtful, insecure, lacking commitment in one area of your life, I promise you it'll filter in some areas to varying degrees. Is what I'm saying making sense? Let me know. Shoot me a thumbs up. Let me know if this resonates and if you're understanding what I'm saying. So check your identity. Is it empowered or disempowered? And how are you identifying with yourself? Can do or can't do. Now, typically, if our identity is disempowered, it is because, some good thumbs up and, likes is happening now. It's typically because we have evidence from the past that we said we were gonna lose that weight, we were gonna write that book, we were gonna run that marathon, we made a plan and we actually didn't do anything. So does that make sense? So we identify with ourselves based on what's happened in the past. And really all there is to do is take responsibility for your identity. Check whether it's empowered or disempowered. And then you've got to ask yourself, with this thing that you deeply desire, is it a should or is it a must? And I promise you this, if you marry a disempowered identity with it's a should, you're never going to take action. You're never going to get up at 5 o'clock. You're never going to do that diet plan. You're never going to do that exercise. And you're never going to have that six pack. You're never going to 10x your business, whatever it is. Good morning, Paula. You're never going to achieve that. What you must do is check your identity, shift it from disempowered to empowered. Now, easier said than done. How do you shift your identity from disempowered to empowered? Here's a great tip. Typically, most of us in life are what I call human doings rather than human beings. We go, what do I need to have? Hey, Paula, you'll love this episode. What do I need to have? What do I need to do to have the body, have the car, have the money, have the man, have the woman, have the life, have the whatever, so then I can be happy, so then I can be fulfilled? We are addicted to doing, and it's not necessarily fulfilling, because really we have to flip it on its head and look at who are we being. And in this case with my client who had a goal but didn't relate to themselves as able to take action, we want to look at who we're being. If you're being doubtful, if you're second guessing yourself, if you feel insecure, if you're inconsistent, if you lack discipline, then you're going to do doubtful, insecure, lacking discipline, lacking consistency kind of things, which means you're not going to do much, and therefore you won't have the result. If you want a breakthrough in taking action on the things that matter, you got to check your identity and ask yourself, who am I being? Am I being someone that this marathon, if that's what it is for you, is a should? Then it's unlikely I'm going to do it. If it's a must, who must I be? Then you want to start looking at the behaviors. But before we explore the behaviors that it takes to take the action to achieve the goal, to have the feeling, you got to look at your beliefs. When you're being a certain way, what do you believe? What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about your abilities? Now, if you don't have any evidence from the past to believe that you can be consistent, to believe that you can do what matters, g'day Mama Stone, then, that's going to be tricky. If you're looking to the past for evidence, consider to have the result of running a marathon, of starting a business, of 10xing your business, of having that relationship or losing that weight or being a certain body fat percentage. G'day Marcus, lovely to see you here on Facebook. You have to believe you are a different person. You have to believe you're the person that's going to take the action to do that. And how do you believe you're someone you've never been before? This is going to sound a little crazy and counterintuitive. You make it up. You literally create whole new beliefs. You just tell yourself what you believe, and then you show up and do the work. In my case, my client, you do the 2 runs a week, and then in 8 to 12 weeks, you're running a marathon. So you've got to check. What's your identity with yourself? Is it empowered or disempowered? If it's disempowered, you're probably looking to evidence to the past to prove that you've done the stuff before. You want to check your beliefs, create positive beliefs. And if you find it hard, particularly if there's one area you've been stuck, whether it's your health and fitness, let's use that as an example. It's a big one where most of us get stuck because we put other things first. If you find it hard to look at what do I believe and who am I going to be, the next best tool is model a master. Think about someone that demonstrates the discipline and the behaviors and the consistent action taking that you admire, and replicate them. Now, I have a couple of masters that I model. Some are famous and some are not. Some are just, my friends that are particularly masterful in areas that I just say to myself, what would so-and-so do here? What would so-and-so do here? And instantly I have access to ways of being. When you get new ways of being, you can take new actions to take different results. So I asked my client, you've got to, first of all, are you willing to take responsibility that you've got this goal of running a marathon? You even know what to do. You know it's something that's been on your dream list for ages. Are you willing to shift your identity, the way you identify with yourself, from someone who's doubtful, I called it Mrs. Doubtfire, to someone else? And she said, yeah, I am. So here's a final tip. Here's something that I love to do, and I'm going to do another session on this specifically. When you identify your identity, the disempowered one, I want you to give it a character name. Like I've got some clients that call themselves Dressing Gown Janet or Lazy Bob, or it's kind of like if you were to give it a character name, if you were to give it a persona, what would you call it? And you want to really embellish it. What does he or she look like? What is the posture? What do they wear? What do they say? What's their emotions? What are they like? And then I want you to think about a person that you admire that's really fulfilling on their goals and intentions. What are their characteristics? How do they hold it themselves? What are some of their strategies to achieve their standards? And what's their state? What do they do physically, emotionally, mentally and physically to achieve the goals that inspire you? And then give that a name. So my client's currently working on her identity and her new persona, and you can literally just step into it. And it's a practice. It goes back, pardon me, to is the thing that you desire, is it a should? Or is it a must? So as you go through your day today, I invite you to think about what is the area, what is the thing that you've wanted to do that you've been stuck? Are you empowered or disempowered? What's your identity? What are your beliefs? Who are you being? And who could you be? Who could you be, and therefore what actions could you take to achieve the goals? And then you're going to need some accountability. In my case, as I showed you before here, my 90-day accountability sheet. I must do certain things every day to be the kind of person that's going to have the results that I really desire for my future. So I hope that was useful. Let me know. G'day, Kim. Lovely to have you here on Facebook as well. To become the person that you want to become, to have the things you've got to have, you've got to do things you've never done before. Is it uncomfortable? Yes. I've started a new exercise program. I'm on week 2. Week 1, let me tell you, I was wobbly as all hell because I haven't fully exercised to this level for a long, long time. It's been a should, not a must. So last week, a lot of the practices and the exercises were wobbly. I didn't have great balance. Here's what I noticed today after doing 7 days straight. I was doing the exercises, little wobble, nice steadiness, and some greater core and muscle strength. And in 1 week, there's a difference. So what's possible for the muscle of your mind and the muscle in your body and the things that you want for yourself if you just practice consistently. So I hope you found that useful. Check your identity. How do you identify with yourself? Is it disempowered or empowered? Really start to look at your beliefs. Cultivate new, and as Chris Helder would say, useful beliefs, and then really start taking action and get some accountability. And if you have a particular area that you really feel stuck and you want some support, DM me. If you have a particular question around leadership or mindset, particularly in the real estate and property space, DM me. All questions that I answer in Mindset Mastery Monday are confidential. I never repeat names or anything like that. Hi, gorgeous. Jackie Bailey and Steve Bailey, you're up for your coaching session very soon. DM me. I'm completely here for you to have breakthroughs in the areas of your life where you've been stuck. I promise you, as a peak performance coach, I take myself on as well. I practice what I preach, and I'm here to be of service. So let me know if you found this useful. Please DM me, email me, or reach out to me on my website, which is tmjcoaching.com.au. There's nothing personal or professional that you can't share that won't remain confidential, and I hope it will be of service to you and potentially a lot of other people that are watching. Remember, Mindset Mastery Monday is free peak performance coaching. It's dedicated to you. So tell me what you need support with. If I don't have some resources that I've learned or studied over my years, I'll find something. And I'll share it. So yeah, let me know if that was useful. Please tag or share this with a friend who you can see has been stuck for a long time. And if you want clarity on anything that I've shared today, reach out and I'll be happy to be of service. Have an amazing week. I hope that you enter the week with great intentionality. And that's the other thing I was going to mention in this post. Deservability. Often the handbrake to our life is the fact that we don't relate to ourselves as worthy or deserving of the rainbow at the end, or the gold at the end of the rainbow, or the light at the end of the tunnel, or the fruit of our labor. If you, as a starting point, if your identity is that you're not worthy and you don't deserve amazing things and people and experiences in your life, you're going to find it very hard to get into gear and take some action. Please, whether I know you well or not, please begin by shifting your identity to someone that's deeply worthy and deserving. So if no one's told you in a while that you are worthy and you deserve to have everything that's in your heart deeply fulfilled and achieved, then here's a friendly and loving reminder. You're worthy, you deserve the best life. Whatever's happened to you in the past, it really is in the past. Let it go. Drop the baggage, get responsible for your identity, turn your shoulds into musts, and start to become the person that you've always wanted to be by taking the consistent action, and see yourself and your life moving forward, because it's a short existence, as my friend Maria Findakakis and I really share, and I know you do too, Manos. Our life is a date that we were born and the date that we die, and that dash in the middle, that's our life. I don't know about you, but I'm here for a beautiful, juicy, yummy dash. So let's do that together. G'day, Adam. Marie, wow, you've tagged a whole lot of people in here. Hey, thanks, Marie, sorry, for sharing. Please let me know if this is useful. I will show up every Monday. You're welcome, Lou. Great way to start the week. I'm here for you. I love you. I hope you have a great day, a beautiful week, and I look forward to being in your phone or in your laptop or in your car next week, Mindset Mastery Monday, 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go well, and remember to smile at strangers and do random acts of kindness, because not only does it make others feel good, but it makes us feel good as well. Take care. Thanks to you for joining us on Instagram. We'll see you next week. And for our friends here on Facebook, mwah, have a magic day. We'll speak soon.